They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. That guy's hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off, Moulton running left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he makes the catch. In the middle. Touchdown, Iowa. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Throwing, Williams. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Williams looking for a man. Right down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
that quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Quarterback making checks. Third down from the gun, Williams. Complete to the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
It's Williams again. Finds his man. It's Washington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Washington right back to the line. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Here we go. Ready? Red 18. Go, go.
4th down, Williams. He fires one deep down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll start this drive firing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Lawson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's James. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. It's complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff for Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter's about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Iowa spends his second timeout here. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Fakes to grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Moulton. There's some room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. And they got him.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if this guy's going to get another shot at it. It is so hard to stop a drive when you force a field goal. Force the field goal. Don't give them another first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iowa! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're testing the right side here. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward might have a chance. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll throw it. Got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up.
Touchdown, Washington. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the 3rd downs, nice job coming up big on a 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll try the right side. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to it. They didn't get anybody. Block didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Williams to throw for it on 4th. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 16 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Williams from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys.
Trying to take it back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Diaz. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's Kamari Malton. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, here's Washington. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Kamari again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Looking to throw on third and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Williams bringing the heat. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Caught by Williams on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Williams will pass. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Huskies headed quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few.
Unleashes one deep. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Throwing, Williams. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap it to the back. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Williams. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Washington. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Williams looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Husky. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. It's Williams again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Number 94.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Makes the catch and he's free. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies. Took it all the way back to the house.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Here's Williams to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on at midfield. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They move on top here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Well, doing a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Fires to the big fella. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Running inside, it's Washington. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to Washington. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Throwing, Williams fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.